Life could be so much more. You're who I'm talking to today. Hey there and welcome. If you've ever felt lost, if you've ever felt stuck, if you've ever felt like you were just going through the motions, like life could be so much more, you're who I'm talking to today. Because the thing is that for so many of us, we make decisions not based on what we know we need to do, not based on our goals, not necessarily based on our values, but based on how we feel right now. With a lot of my clients, even, one of the things that I've seen often is that they'll come to me, and after we've talked about a tool or a resource, they'll come back and say they didn't feel motivated. And that's the challenging thing is I've come to a place where I almost detest the word motivation. And motivation is not a bad thing. It is something that we need. It is something that is important for us to start any process, because motivation is that energy, it's that excitement, it's the feeling where you're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. I am so going to do this, whatever it is. But the problem is for most of us is that we rely on that motivation to get the result. And actually that is not going to get us to that end result that we want to see. Motivation only gets us started. Plants the idea in our mind of what it is that we want to do. And then we have to make a quality decision and immediately follow through. We have to be willing to feel the negative emotion, the fear behind taking massive, imperfect action right now. We have to be willing to come up with a plan and actually follow through and discipline ourselves and be consistent even when it doesn't feel like we're getting the results that we want to get in our lives. We live in a microwave society, and so we want results right now. And the problem with that is that that's not how things work. Anything worthwhile is uphill. Anything worth having takes work. And you have to be willing to discipline yourself long enough for as long as it takes to get the result that you're hoping to get in your life. And a lot of that starts with our own mindset, with us being willing to challenge our own limiting beliefs, our own imposter syndrome, our own, I don't know if this is for me, thought process if we're ever going to see those results. What I see a lot of the times is that when we don't see the results fast enough, what happens is that we convince ourselves that we don't need whatever it is. We convince ourselves that the world is never going to change, or we blame it on something external to us, the government, the economy, this pandemic, whatever it is that's going on in our world, something that somebody said to us at one point in time. And we allow that to dictate the results that we're going to get in our lives, rather than shifting what it is that we actually allow ourselves to think, and then starting to make some shifts to those core belief systems, to those limiting beliefs that are holding us back. And then the next step is taking that massive, imperfect action, even when we don't feel like it, even when we're not getting the results that we want to get, even when we have to push through something hard. We have to challenge those limiting beliefs, those core beliefs that are stopping us, that are not allowing us to take the necessary continued action. And we never get to see those improved results in our lives because we give up too fast. So there's two really important factors here. There's a need for immediate action after you've made that quality decision. And then there's the pressing through and the continuation, the discipline, the consistency that allows you to move from where you are now to where it is that you want to be. But one of the first things that you have to do is you have to unlock some of that negative thinking and that negative belief systems that are stopping you. And so I would suggest that you get yourself a journal and you allow yourself space to write out what it is that you are allowing yourself to think. Those negative thoughts that pop up into your world every single day. Those ones that tell you you're not smart enough. Those ones that tell you you're not good enough. Those ones that tell you that this is the best you're ever going to get. And you need to start writing them down because there is power in pen to paper. And it allows ourselves to become hyper aware of that negative message that's holding us back. Because only once we become aware can we start to challenge and change those belief systems that have stopped us from getting results. Now, I want to invite you to come and join me in the journey, journeytoyou.ca, where we are going to unlock some of your values, your passion, your purpose. We're going to get you starting to live into your potential. This untapped potential that's sitting inside of you that is going to give you this life that is fulfilling, that is happy, that gives you that more that you've been looking for, that satisfaction and that fulfillment. Now, it is a program that is my signature program. It is a growing library of information that you have to take it just little bites at a time so that you can actually make substantial change in your life that is going to positively improve your world. So I want to invite you to join me, journeytoyou.ca. Thanks. See you soon. Bye.